Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Joku. Just want to put a video out there tonight. The tampering, the legal tampering part of free agency starts tomorrow morning. Really hoping Gruden and Mayock get out there and start making a lot of phone calls and seeing if we could start getting an image of who we're going to take coming up here in free agency. I think a lot of news is going to be coming out in the next 2 days before Wednesday actually hits. I'll be covering it all, so stick with me through it. And then I wanted to talk about the CBA pass today. A few key things stood out to me in there, so I wanted to break those down real quick, get your guys' opinions on them. And then the last thing we were going to talk about is Aldon Smith wanting to be reinstated. I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. So hang out for a few minutes. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I'm not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and jump into Aldon Smith first. What do you guys think? First, do you think he should be reinstated? I mean, there's some of you guys out there that I'm sure don't think he should be. So I want to know if you do think he should be or not. And then, would you want to see the Raiders take a chance on him? He's gonna be completely unrestricted. Nobody has any rights to him if he does get reinstated. But I mean, he was a Raider for his last year. He played in 9 games. So let me know what you guys think about that. Is he worth taking a shot on and bringing him back in and just seeing what he still has? He's gonna be 30, so I mean, he's not super old. But in his career, he had 47.5 career sacks, and he had 19.5 sacks in 2012. He's 6'4", 265, but he hasn't played a game since 2015. I don't know. I'd bring him in if it was cheap as hell just to see if he still has it. I mean, if he does get reinstated, you're not going to lose anything, and this dude's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. So I'm curious to see if he does get reinstated, who does end up picking him up. Let me know if you think the Vegas Raiders should take a shot at him. I'd say do it for no other reason than just to see if he still has it. Dude was one of the best at one point, so if he really got his shit together and he's focused and ready to go, so be it. Let's give him a shot. That's my take on it. Let me know yours. Then I want to move over to the CBA. This was pretty cool. There was a lot of stuff that came out tonight that I was pretty interested in, so I just want to bring you a few of the key points that I saw. If you have any that you think I'm missing, definitely let me know what they are. But they're going to a 17-game season, but it won't be starting until 2021, and that's a possibility. It might get pushed back from there too. But I did think that was pretty cool. I would love to see a 17-game season. And then the preseason's going to be shortened by 1 game, which is really just making up that other game. But they'll play 3 preseason games, then there'll be a bye week for the entire league, and then they'll start the regular season. I thought that was really cool. I always hate seeing really good players or just players that never even got a shot getting hurt in those preseason games, and then their season's over. I hate that shit. I hate it so much. And then marijuana testing and suspensions, that pretty much they're following Major League Baseball with. There's going to be minimal testing for it, and then the amount that's allowed in their systems has gone way up. That really doesn't affect me in any way, but it was one of the big things that everybody was talking about. And I mean, there are states that have legalized it now, so you can't punish those where it's legal. The roster size is going from 53 to 55. But it's only going to be on game days only, which is a huge help for every team around the league. So on game day, you can bring up 2 players from your practice squad and have 2 additional people on your roster. When you have an injury bug like we did last year, something like that, it makes a huge difference. And then in turn, the practice squads themselves are going up 2 players to allow for the additional space to keep more players on there. And all the practice squad dudes are getting a raise. So that whole thing is working out really well. I really like seeing that part of it out there. And then I'm not sure if this is starting next season or not. I believe that it is, but there's going to be 7 teams per conference going into the playoffs instead of the 6, and only the top 2 teams on each side are going to get a bye week. I think that is awesome. I think that's the way it should have been for a long time. I fully support that. So let me know what you guys think about that. And then the last one that really stood out to me were, if a rookie gets signed, and honestly it's going to happen for Josh Jacobs, and he just plays lights out and outplays his rookie contract, you have to give him a raise. And I totally support that, because those rookies that come out there and just explode do not deserve to have to ride that rookie contract for that long and not get the money that they deserve when they're young and healthy. So I think the CBA changes really look good. I'm really glad that it passed. I did not want that to be a holdup or a possible strike going into the season when there's already all this other bullshit going on going into the season. So let me know what you guys think about the CBAs. And then finally, I just wanted to touch on a few free agents that I really haven't talked about yet. I'm not going to get too in depth on them. There's a few that I know we're not going to get, but I just think it would be cool if by some random chance we went out there and got them. I'm not going to break these guys down a whole lot. I just wanted to put some names out there just to kind of get your guys' feel for it. Xavier Rhodes, the corner out of Minnesota, we have talked about him. He is 29. A lot of you guys say that he's lost a step. There's a lot of you guys out there that say he didn't lose a step. He just played injured the majority of last season. Both those things are possible. You never truly know until you see him. If he was cheap, I would say go out there and get him. But if he's going to be wanting to get paid, I'm saying we pass on him. Another name you guys have been throwing around out there is Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is going to be 33. Jimmy Graham is going to be expecting to get paid. And we would only need Jimmy Graham to be a replacement for Carrier. There's no way we pay a tight end 3 any amount of money out there. So Jimmy Graham is not going to happen. I've heard a lot of you guys talk about Cameron Wake. Cameron Wake's going to be 38. That's a hard pass, like a truly, truly hard pass. Anthony Harris, the safety from Minnesota. I do like him. He's only 28. I think he's going to want a lot of money. But if by some chance we can get him cheap or just on a pretty standard safety contract, I would not mind bringing him in. I think him and Abram back there would be a really good tandem or a good duo back there. And I'm curious to see how that would play out, especially if we go out there and get Joseph again. So let me know what you guys think about him. The next one's Derrick Henry. I was watching Hardcore's podcast last night. There was a dude in there. I forgot his name. But he was screaming, go out there and sign Derrick Henry. I start, man, that would be like the Bo Jackson Marcus Allen combo. There's no chance in hell that shit happens. Like, none whatsoever. But that would be awesome. Like, I'm with you, man. Go out there and sign him. If you have a chance to sign him, go out there and sign him and just see what those two could do together. That would be insane. Next one was the cornerback, James Bradbury, out of Carolina. He's 6'1", 212. I do like this kid. I like him a lot. He's only 27. I don't think he's going to demand a huge contract, but he could come into this team and be a definite starter right off. So let me know what you think about him. If you need to go out there and watch some tape on him, it's mixed reviews on it, but I really think the kid has a lot of potential, and he is still young, and I think in a different system he would actually excel. So keep an eye out for James Bradbury. Another one, a real running back that I think we could be looking at is Kenyon Drake. I know we've looked at him in the past. He's only 26, but he's 6'1", 211. I mean, he's a change of pace back, and he's still good, man. He had one great season, but he still has it in him. And like I said, he is still young, and if he was playing running back too to somebody like Jacobs, that could totally change his whole dynamic for this team. So Kenyon Drake's one that I am definitely keeping an eye on. And then the last one, and then you guys told me about Joe Sherbert from Cleveland. He's only 26. He's an inside linebacker. That dude's good. I honestly did not know much about him until you guys started throwing his name out there. Oh, Grimy, what's happening, dude? Awesome show the other day, man. An awesome show today. I watched your podcast earlier. That was damn good. But let me know what you think about Joe. I'm just really curious to see how he ends up panning out. And there's a serious shot that we can go out there and grab him. So just putting a few names out there before tomorrow in the morning. I know I'm going to put a show out tomorrow because there's going to be a whole bunch of news dropping tomorrow just about who everybody's actually looking at. So tomorrow should be an exciting day. Hopefully Mayock and Gruden get out there and do your jobs, and I know they will. You know Mayock's ass will. That's what I got for you guys tonight. Until next time, or pretty much tomorrow, I'm Sajoku. We will see you guys later.